So what about all the venues you guys played in?
You know, we really hit some diverse venues. Club Liquid in Manchester was one.
Club Liquid was an interesting experience. We went down to Manchester.
Club Liquid. We showed up at the Club Liquid show. I think like 15 minutes late, and the owner turned us away at the door. I thought that was pretty. That was a pretty crappy move on her part.
You know, it was a great time. We got there, and there was pornography and violence, and we didn't feel comfortable with that, so we left pretty early.
And it was pretty sleazy. I believe sexually explicit videos were playing in the bar at the venue. There was a bar at the venue, and they were just pretty scummy people. Other than that, Summit Cafe was pretty cool. Their staff were, I got manhandled by their staff during Never Fall's set.
Another great place was the Summit Cafe. Not once, but twice we had a show there and they canceled on us. You know, so I think we really had good luck with venues. Everywhere we played was just a wonderful time.
Boys and Girls Club shows usually went pretty well. That was probably my favorite venue, Boys and Girls Club.
Well, I don't think those places were ready to hear this band either. And I don't really think they wanted to hear us because we were 12 years old.
How were all the venues you guys played at? And were they pretty dirty?
Well, you know, I mean, we started out small, like, you know, civic centers and whatnot. In our heyday when we were playing, you know, like the arena tour. You remember the arena tour of 2000? You remember that?
I don't think you guys went on an arena tour in 2000.
No, you remember the arena tour of 2000. That's when we were playing in the Fleet Center and stuff. That was fun. You know, it felt that, you know, there was a wall between us and the fans playing these huge impersonal gigs and whatnot. You know, because we're up there and you got these thousands of people crowded into the arena. And that's really where I got the inspiration to write the album The Wall.
Zach, I don't think you wrote that album. I think Roger Waters and Pink Floyd wrote that album.
Next question.
Well, what you talked about recording? What was it like recording the first EP with The Nightmare in Moscow?
The Wall?
No, the Lovers EP.
Well, when I recorded The Wall, that was back in 1979. Me and my band, Pink Floyd, who we later changed our name to A Nightmare in Moscow.
Well, you see, I had already established myself, I think, as a fantastic frontman. So, I don't write my own lyrics anymore. I haven't for a long time. I don't do that. So it was kind of weird when I actually had to say something.
What's your name or die? No!
I mean, it was difficult because I had to do something. But, I think the record speaks for itself, really. It's...
The rest of the song goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Well, it was great, it was great. A lot of fun, except for John. John just screwed everything up. Could not get it right. Couldn't do anything. I mean, he would...
God, how could you mess that up?
I thought I did it right!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No.
You said 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you have to count along with the rest of the song.
It was terrible. Disgraceful, really. It was embarrassing to be in the same room.
Frustrating, to say the least. We had some trouble with John, once again. He showed up pretty much empty-handed to that recording session. I think for most of that recording session, we had to dictate the lyrics to him. lyrics. I remember that was pretty tough, and other than that, it was a pretty good time. You know.
First EP was a really great learning experience. Most of the band tried to stay cool, but you know, we were ready for it, and John also thought he was ready for it, but he wasn't. He very much was not ready for this process. I believe everyone got a little angry at him.
Gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. John says, "Oh, I don't like my vocals." I knew it was gonna happen. This is gonna turn into a disaster. Mark my words, it's starting.
Most of our time was spent on his vocals. I will say it was miserable.
John hasn't quit the band yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll happen when he starts doing his tracks.
Yeah.
He'll quit.
But you know, you got it done. That's the important thing. You know, you got your music out there on a hard, CD.
Eventually.
Yeah, that's true. Took a little
John
while.
took a long time. Long time.
So after you recorded that album, you guys kind of broke up and it went downhill. What happened with that?
Well, Tom, let's just be clear. They went downhill. I'm obviously doing good. I'm having fun. Oh, we're going to my house. It might look like a garbage can, but it's my house. You damn Casey Fox, if I told you it once, I told you a million times, get out of my house. This way.
Clearly.
You know, and it's really, it's really, you want some of this?
Ew.
You want,
That's gross.
you want it?
I couldn't take it anymore personally. I mean, yes, I was established, but I was still growing. You know what I mean? And the rate at which I was growing as a performer was at a different rate, I think, than the rest of the band. Especially Scott.
Scott had some issues, huh? He flipped out a couple times.
Well, yeah. You know, Scott, he got a little whiny at times.
Scott, you're on the edge.
Yeah, Scott.
Joking around here. Get out of my house.
Scott.
What did everybody do?
What did everybody do?
Scott, we've had such more messes that I've cleaned up besides this.
Alright, Scott.
I picked up 7 kicks and a pretzel.
Throw them in the carpet.
For the love of God.
Alright, Scott. This is kind of things in the air. Oh, okay. Guys, can John get the album to all of them? Because we're so famous rock stars.
No, you're just.
We're not filthy rich.
You are.
I'm not.
You live in a club.
Wow, you know where I used to live? I lived on the border of Pennacook. Where all the richies live.
That's my house. Well, that's my area.
This is going on the stage.
Let's just finish the CD first.
Let's see. Today I'm Christopher Bond. My dad drives a 96 Volvo station wagon.
I don't want to, spread around any more bad blood though. But pretty much the gist of it was that Scott was the weakest link of the band.